I'm folding in my egg yolks into my egg whites.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Souffle omelet is eerily similar to Dalgona coffee, the whipped coffee, in that it's unnecessary, but it is fun. And this is a style of eggs that I find I always gravitate to when I'm just going through a lull with eggs. I over whipped my eggs a little bit, but it will be fine. I've got a lot of sleeve happening here, but I don't know, during the cold weather, I love a good warm breakfast. I think it's just a very comforting, cozy way to start the morning, as opposed to like in the summer, I'm like, ooh, smoothie, ooh, overnight oats. And then winter comes and I'm like, I need comfort, por favor. This is where we're at with the souffle. Doesn't take very long. I'm just kind of waiting until the bottom has browned a little bit more. Although the process of prepping this type of egg is a little tedious, the actual cooking part, you just wait. So I unloaded the dishwasher while I've been waiting. You know what? We might be good to go. Some green onion action. Freaking love green onion. And a little bit of my favorite hot sauce. And voila. This dish is the closest I think you get to eating a cloud. It is lunchtime and I have been craving a grilled cheese today. So that is what I'm gonna do. A grilled cheese with a little pizzazz. I'm going to start off by just toasting a little bit of this Bavarian light rye bread because I have it frozen and I just need it to defrost quickly. Look, isn't that just gonna be such yummy grilled cheese goodness? So while that's doing its thing in the toaster, I'm going to start slicing my mozzarella slices because I like making grilled cheese with mozzarella. Ideally, I would do it with multiple cheeses, but it is pricey to have like just a plethora of cheese whenever you want it. So this is this week's vibe. Try and get some thin slices going here. It's always hard to resist not taking a slice for the road, you know? I'd seen someone on TikTok say that you should wrap your cheese in parchment paper before storing it in your fridge. So I'm trying that out to see if that makes a difference. I find mozzarella especially can go really wonky quickly once it's been opened. So here we go. My pizzazz for this grilled cheese is gonna come in the form of some really thin apple slices. A traditional cheesy grilled cheese on its own is already a star, but sometimes it's fun to just add in those unusual flavorings. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness, you can almost see through that slice. Woo! We don't really need many. I think I just need one more super thin one. And the rest, I'm just going to cut as a side. When I was a kid, I would sometimes cut up my apples like this and call them apple fries as like an after school snack. I buttered my bread, so those are just gonna go on the pan. I was just sitting here thinking about that comment I made about the apple slices and just feeling like, oh, this whole meal feels very nostalgic. Grilled cheese in it of itself feels like a very bring back to the basics, bring back to growing up kind of dish. I'm just making it a little bit more elevated for an almost 25-year-old me. I think that is good. Isn't that a nice little plate of goodies? Yeah, I just think food is wonderful for that reason. I know a lot of people can probably agree to that, is how it can trigger memories. And I think about memories and my relationship with my grandparents, and there's all these dishes I associate with them, and I have memories making dishes with them and with my parents and other family members. I don't know, it's just food can be such a connecting experience. It's pretty magical in addition to just being delicioso. Little apple fry. I'll do a little, what's it called? Taste test on camera. The apple just adds like a little bit of sweetness. It's kind of like when you add strawberries to a salad. On that note, I'm gonna go eat now. Too much food in my mouth. I'm making one of my go-to meals during the week, which is roasted veggies and pasta. It's such a great way not only to incorporate veggies into a meal, but it also just adds a lot of flavor when you roast veggies, especially this particular combo that I adore, which is zucchini, peppers, and a red onion. This right here is the key ingredient. This is one of the reasons why I love this dish so much, because you're left with this bowl full of beautiful, colorful chopped veggies. The next stage of the process is to season and add some olive oil. Olive oil, some black pepper. I don't really measure, I just kind of do it until my heart says that's enough. Garlic powder, this I usually go pretty heavy on. Onion powder, just to really make this interesting for the taste buds. Paprika, which I actually do need to get some more, but this always adds a lot of good color. Oh, I really do need to get more. I'm out. Some salt. After that, I put it on a pan, put it in the oven. I have the oven set to 375 right now. I'll let that go for like 25 minutes. And I just add this all over to pasta. It's really not difficult at all. But you just want to make sure that everything gets nicely coated with things. You could also do this directly on the pan, but I just find it easier to get the seasoning everywhere with a bowl. I also hate the feeling of spices getting in between my nails. Ugh. No, no. Ah, yes, very fragrant. Just want everything to have its own little space on the pan, so it gets nice and roasted. I got a new bottle of balsamic vinegar to open up here, so let's open it together. Looks like I'm opening a fancy bottle of vino, but no, it's just balsamic. Although my inability to open this is pretty similar to me being unable to open up a wine bottle at times. Oh, this is like a red balsamic. Very nice.
Your pasta timer is done.
Thank you, Alexa. That's very kind. I'm gonna whisk it together. Whoa, that balsamic is strong there. A little bit more olive oil. Got my pasta here. Pasta noodle down, my little dressing, and just give it to the pasta, because I don't really need that on the veggies that are now done. There we go. Let's see how the veggies are doing. It looks like they are good to go. This would taste totally delicious on its own, but I think it tastes better with a little bit of feta. Doesn't that look magnificent? Oh, I wanna just consume it all. I am under the strong belief that one of the best acts of self-care you can do for yourself is making a batch of cookie dough and freezing it. Got a whole bag right here full of these babies right here already portioned out, ready to go directly in the oven. So whenever I have the need for something sweet and comforting and yummy and homemade cookies, which are typically a little bit tedious to make, I don't have to make it a tedious process because I've already pre-made them. Aside from the fact that I love that as someone who does live alone, I don't have to make, you know, a huge batch of chocolate chip cookies that suddenly are gonna tempt me. I can just, you know, have as many as I want at the given time that I'm eating. But also when people come over, I have something I can quickly just pop in to the oven, and then it looks like, yes, I am offering you homemade chocolate chip cookies. I'm on top of my shit. That pasta dish, by the way, fantastic. Feta took it to another level of joy. While I'm waiting for that oven to preheat, I was trying to look for a show to watch. I think tonight though, I'm probably just gonna put on something that I've already watched before and do a little reading session. It had been really bad though the past few weeks. I had told my friends that I had too many things I wanted to do at night. There was, I want to watch whatever show or movie that I was like really dying to watch, and then like I was reading really good books, so I wanted to read, and I have like this like model puzzle to do that I still need to work on. I've got personal things I want to investigate and learn more about for like finances and health stuff, and just like, oh, there's just too many things that I would like to do in my spare time that I almost get flustered by which one to do. I want to do them all theoretically at the same time, and that's impossible. Oh, sorry, I forgot that this is a Waina day. This isn't a chit-chatty kind of vibe.